Hi. Here, hang on just a second. Hold that for me for a second. All right. One of the revelations in the last few days has been that the Sarnov family had received a significant amount of welfare from the American government. It's fantastic. Everything from cash to food stamps to housing. Tamerlan was awarded $5,566 in federal... Are you going to take my soda? Is that what you're doing? You take my soda right now, Brad, you take it. And you... Go ahead. If there's any bit of that soda gone when I get out... Okay. He was awarded $5,566 in federal Pell Grants. And then he had tuition waivers to attend community college. He also received $1,000 in federal college work-study funds. How about your kids? Did your kids get all of these? Because you paid for this. You paid for this. The United States and other countries have done a really good job shutting down all of the bank accounts for the terrorists around the world. So they had to come up with another strategy. They have the governments that they're trying to destroy fund terrorism for them. This comes from that radical Muslim cleric over in England. He says, hey, if they're handing out wealth, why not take it?
You know, the Prophet said, in his time, in the time of the Prophet, they used to have a tribal system where they gave money to the Muslims, and Umar bin al-Khattab, radiallahu anhu, he said in fact to the Prophet, he said, Ya Prophet of Allah, he said, they give us money, but we attack their system. He said to him, he said, to whom does the money belong? The wealth belongs to Allah. He said, take it. He said, but don't lie and don't cheat. I don't lie, I don't cheat. If I'm given wealth, I will take it. It's allowed for me, it is halal for me Islamically.
I'm glad it is halal for them. As long as they don't lie and cheat, they can take that money and then go buy stuff to make bombs. And I think that is so halal. I appreciate that. And by the way, it's not just these terrorists from Boston that have received tax dollars. Zacarias Moussaoui, Al-Qaeda operative involved in 9/11. He was getting welfare benefits while living in London. He was still receiving the money even though they had been warned by the French that he was a terrorist. And he was still getting money. Countless others are also welfare jihadists. This terrorist plotted to bomb LAX, but he supported himself with $500 a month in welfare payments, your tax dollars. This is a leader of a radical Islamic group called Caliphate State. Where have I heard the word caliphate? Must be some conspiracy theory. He served 4 years in prison for incitement to murder his political rival. He was worth millions of dollars, still claimed welfare in Europe. Then there's the Al-Qaeda member involved in the 9/11 plot and sentenced to life in prison on various terrorism charges, lived off welfare checks and subsidized housing in London, even though he had a $270,000 bank account. And now we have the Sarnov family. They received $100,000 in welfare benefits. How much money have you received in welfare benefits? How much money have you paid in income taxes? When was the last year you made $100,000? When was it? The guy who was blowing up children got your hard-earned money. What is wrong with us, America? What is wrong with us? We have a government who is also taking your money to keep you safe. They have multiple threats from multiple places. They dismiss them. Why? Because it's wrong. It's politically incorrect. It's wrong. You know what this sounds like to me? We're going to do another show next week. I have to bring you back up to speed on Cloward and Piven and the Weather Underground's plot to destroy America. That's the combination here. That's what's happening here. We were told by DHS that we have this fancy new automated system. Well, the only reason why that Saudi Arabian was on that flight list is because we have a system, and if we do an event file, if we say we're just going to interview somebody, it automatically puts their name on a no-fly list and a watch list and a possible execution list, all kinds of lists. But apparently, we don't have a fancy automated system that immediately puts suspected terrorists on a no-welfare list. Maybe we should get that option. How much is that going to cost the American people? What do you say? We don't clothe, feed, educate, sustain terrorists who then take all of those things to buy and make bombs to kill our children. I think that's something that both Republicans and Democrats should be able to agree on.